Hey guys, welcome back to J&J MMA. We're going to cover the main card of UFC Fight Night Denver, Namajunas versus Cortez. Overall, for a Fight Night card, it was a pretty good card up and down. I already made a video about the prelims, and those didn't disappoint, and the main card didn't disappoint either. The opening fight, it was Abdul Razik Al Hassan versus Cody Brundage. Also, I fucked up his name, I'm sorry. Brundage got graped. He, in my opinion, completely fucking milked the foul, dude. Like, it was frustrating to watch. Because literally, just it was a foul immediately, and then Brundage did everything he could to have the doctor stop it, and that's pretty much the story of the fight. He just was like, "Stop it." And yeah, Brundage is a bitch. Abdul was pissed. Like, his face, he was so fucking mad. And I can't even blame the dude because, like, bro, I would have wanted, I just wanted to smack Cody through the fucking TV. But moving on next, it was Christian Rodriguez versus Julian Erosa. If you saw my main card predictions, I was rooting for the boy Julian. I always feel like he puts on fun fights. The story of his fights is like he always gets his ass beat, and then either he loses or he comes back, you know? And literally for my notes that I took, I just put vintage Julian, because Christian was basically kind of beating his ass. Julian was getting some good shots in here and there, but it's mostly Christian dominating. Christian got on the ground, got him on top, and then Julian choked the boy out. It was so quick, it shocked me. But I was happy that he won. Like, he was a fun fighter, he's exciting, so it gives me something more to look forward to. And I have no idea where the fuck Christian goes from here. But next, it was Gabriel Bonfim versus Ange Lusa. Now look, I was shitting on Lusa a lot before this. Just because I didn't like the way him and Brian Battles' fight ended, because Brian Battles my boy. But genuinely, these two guys were having fun. They were showing some good sportsmanship, kind of laughing at each other and shit, especially towards the end. Basically, the story of this fight was, at first Lusa was trying to grapple, and Bonfim just kept fucking denying the takedown and kept hitting him with fucking Muay Thai knees. So many Muay Thai knees. Round 2 is predominantly striking. They kind of stayed on the feet. And then, round 3 to me, in between rounds, Ange's coach put it so fucking good. He fucking yelled, "You gotta do something, Ong, you gotta do something." And, Lusa kept trying to wrestle. At the end, Bonfim pulled a little Dustin Poirier, pulled a little Gilly. They kind of laughed at each other and shit. I mean, it was a good fight. To me, Bonfim clearly fucking won. And, yeah, I mean, it was just, for a 3-rounder, it wasn't boring. But yeah, we'll move on. It was fucking Gene Silva versus Drew Dober. Guys, 2 weeks ago, I was fucking nutting over Silva because that man knocked Jourdain out disgustingly. I, in the prediction video, was counting him out because I'm like, man, he's taking this on a 2-week notice. Drew Dober got a good chin. I don't know how this is going to go. But, my God. And it was a doctor's stoppage. There's a nasty cut on Drew Dober's eye. But Silva was just landing such good fucking shots the entire fight. Like, he was just faster. And it really tripped me out. I know he fought 2 weeks ago, but it's just like that motherfucker stayed in shape. And he was kind of like outclassing Drew to a degree. And I felt like, overall, he came off like he was in better shape, At one point, Silva was playing too fucking much in the crowd. He kept looking over. I think it was at Drew's coaches, I think. But he's looking over at the crowd, like fucking pointing, looking away. He got fucking hit by Drew when he would do that shit. So that was stupid. But right at the fucking end of round 2, Dober got saved by the bell because fucking, oh dude, it was nasty. And then round 3, it was a doctor's stoppage, obviously. Ref stopped it in the middle, was like, hey yo, you come look at this shit, because that cut was nasty. But overall, it was a fun fucking fight. I know I know Dober was disappointed that he didn't get to continue on. But overall, it was a fun fight, and I'm just really happy for Silva. I want to see where he goes in the UFC, because I feel like he very much has a bright future. Next fight was Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Salikov. I thought it was funny, man, because like Santiago, they let him fight the one dude that was older than him in his fucking division, and he still lost. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm very much mixed on Santiago. I don't really know much about Muslim. But, I mean, it was a very close fight. At first, when I was watching it, I thought that Santiago took rounds 1 and 3. But, like, it's very much up in the air. It just, to me, it just wasn't it wasn't a fun fight, especially as a co-main. I questioned why the fuck this was the co-main, and to me, it was kind of like the blunder of the night. So, yeah, Muslim won, decision, woot woot. But next we have the main event. It was Tracy Cortez versus Rose Namajunas. Now, I was rooting for the girl Tracy. I knew she wasn't fucking winning this, man. I had hope in my heart, but she also took this fight on the 2-week notice and had to literally cut her hair to make weight. People were, talking a lot about that leading up to it. But, the commentary said it best. I forget who said it, but Rose just showed her there is levels to this. Like, Rose outclassed her in every way. Stand-up, grappling, fucking wrestling, fucking everything on the ground. Like, she just fucking dominated Tracy. Like, all 5 rounds, it was just her on top, her fucking basically leading the dance, just having her fucking way with Tracy, essentially. And it was just really sad as a Tracy Cortez fan, because you're like, damn. Now, like, I didn't think she was gonna put on, like, an amazing performance, but I thought she would do more. But obviously, elevation and the 2-week notice, even though I think, no, she's not from Colorado. But that's the whole thing, is just like, those factors do play into it, but I genuinely think on a full camp, I don't think she would have beat Rose either. I really want to know how the original fight with Macy Barber would have went, because I don't know if it would have been more competitive or not. Actually, yeah, it would have, because, I mean, like I said, there's levels to this. Felt really bad for Tracy, They did this really big, like, long video package leading up to it for both of them, but they were talking about Tracy and, how her fight career's dedicated to her brother. And it was just, it was just sad to watch, but Rose dominated. Rose did great. Hashtag Bobby Hill. And, yeah, I want to see where this is going to go for the women's division. Like I said, overall, it was a really good fight night. I enjoyed myself. I feel like I had more fun on the prelims than I did the main card. I've been saying that the last few fight weeks, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.